Welcome or welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my pros and cons of not interlocking my locks for a whole year straight, 12 months. And this is coming from someone that has been interlocking their hair from day one of their lock journey. So I'm just going to share with you my little tips or pros and cons of not interlocking. So if you'd like to hear what I have to say about this, then keep on watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, guys, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed already. And let's get into the video. I'll start with the cons. First con is your new growth does not lock as fast. The new growth takes longer to lock. I find personally with my hair texture, I find when I don't interlock and I just retwist, the new growth doesn't lock quickly and I still have like a big amount of new growth. I actually like seeing the new growth. I don't mind it. I would say not interlocking like every 3 months like I used to. It really does not lock your new growth as fast. But now I only interlock once or twice a year, depending on if I'm in the mood. If not, then I will not interlock at all. But if I'm getting really tired of the new growth, like not locking, I would interlock my hair. I find that interlocking, it does help with the locking of your hair faster. Con number 2 is your hair is more frizzy. Your locks are more frizzy when you don't interlock for a whole year. When you interlock, you tend to take the crochet and you tuck in all the loose frizzy hair that you can into the lock or back into the lock when you interlock. And I find that really helps with frizz. Frizz doesn't bother me. Like a lot of stuff with locks don't bother me. If you're a person that don't like frizz, interlocking is a very good way. Not even just interlocking, like using a crochet pin and just crocheting the hair, the loose hairs back into the lock. And con number 3, which is the last one, you have to do your hair more often. I find when you don't interlock, your hair gets messed up faster, and then you tend to want to do your hair to make it look more neat, and that eventually makes you want to do your hair even more often because like the roots are not locked. When you wash your hair after that 2 weeks, boom, your hair is back to the way it was. Compared to with interlocking, if you wash your hair after 2 weeks of interlocking, it's no stress. That's another con, having to do your hair more often, which leads to your hair thinning when you do your hair way more often. So I would suggest retwisting once a month and you're perfectly fine. Some people do it every 2 weeks. It's what you know is best for your hair and what goes with your hair. You got to know how your hair works so you can find stuff that works for you. These are just my opinion on my experience. So yeah. Now we're going to start with the pros. So the pros of not interlocking for a whole year is that your roots get thicker. I find interlocking really compacts the lock at the root, so it makes it smaller compared to when you retwist. Yes, sometimes you see that it's thin, but after a while it swells. But with interlocking, your hair doesn't get the chance to swell. It stays like a braid. And if you're struggling with thin hair, not interlocking will actually really help, and not retwisting too often will really help with the thickness of your roots. And that's where your hair grows from. So you want to start with the thickness hair. These are already locked, so these are not going to get any thicker. You have to work on the root to want to see a thicker lock. That's a very good pro for me because I have very thin, fine, soft hair. So leaving my hair alone and not interlocking for a whole year really helped with thickening up my roots. Pro number 2, you see new growth faster. When you interlock, you don't see your new growth as fast. So it's just like, is my hair growing? Why am I not seeing new growth? Compared to when you retwist and you wash your hair after 2 weeks, boom, your new growth is like there again, So I find you see your new growth faster. When you don't interlock, your new growth is all up in your business, all up in your face. And I like that because you can see and you can know that your hair is growing. That's just my opinion, Number 3 of the pros of not interlocking for a whole year is your locks get more freedom. Like I said before, when you do interlock, it really compacts the hair and uniforms it, so it doesn't have a chance to swell and have a lot of freedom. Number 4 and final one is it makes your locks look fuller. I find when I only retwist and I see my new growth, it makes my locks look so full and bouncy, and I struggle with full bouncy locks because I have thin, fine, soft hair. I have a full head of hair, but you're not gonna see it as full and thick as other people with thicker hair strands. My hair strands are thin, so my hair is gonna be thin, you know, and very soft. I'm gonna come up close and show you guys. This is my hair texture. It's very soft and very fine. So I really do struggle with wanting to have more body and more volume in my hair. This is why I tend to do a lot of bantu knots so I can have some curls, or you know, I just leave my hair as is. That is about it for this video, guys. If you have any other pros and cons that you are thinking about while watching this video, leave it in the comment box down below and let me know what your pros and cons are of not interlocking for a whole year and just retwisting once a month. If you have been interlocking your hair for a long time, then you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? It's been 7 years since I'm locked. I've been interlocking from day one, and just about maybe 3 years ago, I don't remember exactly when, don't quote me on that, I stopped interlocking every 3 months and started doing it 3 times a year. Then I cut it down to twice a year, and now it's once a year. And then eventually I'm just gonna stop, because I love interlocking, because I love locking my hair like automatically, like on the spot, compared to retwisting, and it takes a while. But it is very time consuming. It takes a lot of time because you gotta go in rotation. You can't just go over. You gotta go over, side, under, side, and then repeat 4-part rotation. So it does take a lot of time, and as a single mother with 4 children, I don't really have a lot of time to do my hair like that, you know. So that is it for this video, guys. If you made it this far into the video, guys, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and yeah, share this with somebody. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know your pros and cons not interlocking, and I will see you guys in the next video, guys. Peace, love. Hit that subscribe button, guys, if you're not subscribed already, and I'll see you guys in the next one.